Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's meeting. I'm going to talk about developing the ability to be with what is. We call ourselves seekers on a spiritual path. And as we are working through our karmic block, working through the density of emotions, working through the tumultuous imprints of the mind, we realize that there is a content to consciousness. There's a content to what we are observing. Yes, the content is also ever present. There's a content that, if we look at from the position of consciousness, we realize that the body is also within consciousness. Yes. So just notice, what is today the content? What is the content? And so you slow down and notice the commentary. I want these emotions to be here, or I don't want these certain emotions to be here. I want this pain to go away. And when the commentary is going on, we just see that there's a constant battle, a battle going on with what is. Because we want something to be a certain way as opposed to another way. Yeah. Now, I want to note that when we have already evolved to the level of, I don't just want to medicate my life. I don't want to medicate this, let's say, traumatized person with spiritual concepts. This is very important. I'm not on this platform because I want to just be less traumatized or to make my life easier. But I have decided, or there's a deeper calling within me, and the deeper calling is that I just want to know the truth no matter what. I just want to know the truth no matter what. So if you have that resilience, you need a resilience for that. If you have decided that you want the truth as opposed to you just want to feel better, and you have to be very honest with yourself where you stand with this. Because this path is ruthlessly removing all illusion. The path of first self-realization and then God realization. Yes, we can use this path to feel a bit better. to have less negative thoughts. But that's not the purpose. So today we are noticing and building our capacity to be with what is. Going back to realizing, becoming aware and present with the content of consciousness. It's very direct, yes? It's very direct. This is a direct inquiry. Our path is not a path of belief. We don't believe in God. We get to know God. It's very important to find the difference. We don't believe, we get to know. And how do you get to know God? How do you get to know God? You get to know God through turning in, developing your presence, and then developing your awareness. And it's a very much hands-on. It's very direct. That is a path of self-inquiry. And for example, Ramana Maharshi, who was a saint from, he taught in Tiruvannamalai, South India. He is very much still guiding us. There are certain souls who are always here, and we can connect through prayer or mantra, or just through a pointing, just like what we are doing today. We're pointing to the truth. And we're slowing down all the impressions. Because you will notice that there's always going to be a content that you call experience. So your experience is a content. But there is the self. You could call it Atma. It is kind of falsely translated as soul, but we're going to call it the luminous self. That is at the backdrop of the content. And notice, this is how you can check your evolution on the path, is that when through some sadhana, spiritual practice, or through a direct work with a guide, or even this work now when we meet on Sundays, when stuff comes up, we will notice that the intensity is stronger. So the intensity can move two ways. It can be very ecstatic, or it could be really rough. The ride could be very, very rough. I'm more emotional. I'm crying. I feel lost. The sense of reality is just very different and my ego is panicking. I'm moving too fast. I'm moving too slow. I think I'm not moving anywhere. So obviously all of these impressions are going to come up, and this is normal. But notice what I'm giving you a direct way of handling no matter what arises. Because the luminous self, the Atma, doesn't choose. Its role is not to choose ecstatic experiences over painful experiences. And if you're still identifying, oh, I had a session and I'm completely thrown, then you have not yet built your capacity to be with what is. Because ultimately, you don't need a session. Life is going to bring you sessions. Life is going to bring you circumstances to build the strength of your presence and awareness. And this is where we're going to talk about remembering God every single moment, which is also called ekagra, one-pointedness. And depending on how strong your calling is, so depending on how strong your calling is, you're going to practice the practice of remembering God moment to moment. And notice when you're pulled into the whirlwind of life, and you are going to be pulled. There's maybe days, weeks, maybe even months of repose where things are going very well. And then something imbalances you. Or I've noticed there is certain times of the month where this personality can sink more automatically more into negativity. And I'm noticing this, like I have that capacity to build that muscle that, oh, I'm noticing that, hello, the same program is coming up again. And by now, I don't mistake it for reality. This is a certain warrior practice. Yogic practices are warrior practices. To endure and be with anything and everything that arises. And if you're just here to have an easy ride, well, that doesn't exist. An easy ride doesn't exist. Then you just stay in the mirage, stay in Maya. You can delude yourself with, I don't know, some platforms, mass media, substances, all of that can kind of ease your pain of living this life. And 99% of humanity is doing that, yes? Finding avenues of distraction. Now I'm asking you for the opposite. When you are in the throes of turbulence and you don't, and there's such maturity There's such maturity in you that you're actually so intimate, so available, that you allow the turbulence, you allow the throes of life to be felt and be presenced acutely without an impulse to escape. That is a very, very hard sadhana. And of course, spiritual practices that we learn here help you endure. So today, we're going to do a very particular practice. It is an internal kriya that allows your nervous system to endure no matter what arises. And then once you actually build your capacity to endure whatever arises, then you're going to know that you're moving more and more and more into this crystallization of non-duality, where there's just going to be a very strong inner core that doesn't necessarily want to choose between this and not that, because your life is going to be ping-ponging that between I want this and I don't want this. End of story. That's what we live. Oh, I hope this happens. I hope this doesn't happen. And then we just ping pong. Yeah. So what we are developing here is the capacity to stay with whatever arises. And this is, I had a vision some time ago where I'm going to guide you through this. It's the internal kriya of upgrading your awareness to the point where our soul is literally sucking its essence from the cosmic womb. Cosmic womb is called the Hiranyagarbha, the heart of the cosmos. Hiranyagarbha. So allow yourself to start magnetizing your spine. Literally visualize, close your eyes and visualize that your spine is this electric light blue rod of light. It opens from the heart backside upwards, from the heart backside downwards. And this rod of light is presenting to you different realities. And when you move into the Hiranyagarbha, you're moving towards 0 point. And that is that space that teaches you to become one-pointed. And the practice is the following. The chakras and the body, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, sensations, energies are part of the manifest world. You know what emotion is? Energy flowing through chakras. is emotion. And wherever the emotion is the strongest, it's flowing through that particular center and it forms a particular type of emotion, sensation, and feeling. So today we're going to practice becoming the space in which your body occurs. We're not hoping, we're not believing, we're experiencing. Yoga is a subjective evolution that is based on direct inquiry. Move your attention and focus to the back side of your sacral center at the level of your hara or womb. So it's outside of your body, but backside. Backside. That is your womb chakra. It is also a space, a storehouse of your karmas. So we bow down and we pray to neutralize, purify, and remove karmas through our direct sadhana and practices where we offer ourselves to the ultimate truth beyond any and all manifestations. So allow yourself to connect to your womb chakra and literally bring in your your own mother's womb. To that space at the back side of your body at the level of your sacral center. So for men, this is how you directly connect to your cosmic connection, to the cosmic womb, Hiranyagarbha, through your own mother's womb. So go to your Hara center, second chakra, connect to your mother's womb, and also females. And just feel this pull backwards. And we are allowing ourselves to be engulfed with this dark blue, almost black cosmic force, which is the cosmic womb. We have all come into this world through a mother. And when we trace that mother all the way to the inception, that is the cosmic mother. And she is here. You are her cell. You're one of her cells in her own body. There's no difference between your manifestation and her. And she's always going to be playing a lila, a divine play. And it depends on your own development, your own consciousness level, on what level you want to play this game. And when you bow down and when you truly offer your own heart to the Divine Mother, she listens. So we're going to use a breathing technique. First of all, to magnetize that awareness. Just magnetizing your acknowledging of the womb chakra. So you can envision yourself as this immensely luminous soul inside, as a cell inside the cosmic womb, dark blue, black space, the cosmic void. And when we breathe into that very space from which the soul is attached to that cosmic portal, the womb of the cosmic mother. Sometimes the ego recoils in this place because it starts to lose its stronghold. Because this is a place of the unknown. This is a place of pure potentiality, a place before any and all manifestations. And we're going to start energizing through this portal. We're going to start energizing our major chakras. So first, we're going to do 5 inhales into this space. So we're going to breathe in to our connection, the back side of the body at the level of the sacral center. 5 in breaths, so that we can remember the sucking force of the soul. Inhale. And keep your breath, just feel that connection spot where your soul is connected to the cosmic womb. And just exhale. It's at the back side of your body. Inhale again. Preferably inhale into your stomach, not just shallow breath. Exhale. Inhale again. And just feel that your connection is remembered more and more acutely. With this breath, you bow down to your lineages, your ancestry. Inhale. No matter what programming they brought in, you're here to play the divine game. Mothers and mothers and wombs and wombs and wombs. The outcome is you right now. Inhale. And the intention of this practice, internal Kriya practice, is the strengthening of the central nervous system. The next stage is going to be, we're going to inhale into our womb chakra at the level of our sacral center back body. We're going to keep our breath, and then when we exhale, we're going to start energizing each chakra from the root all the way to the crown. Actually, we're going to do it from the Earth Star all the way to the Soul Star. And this is just going to allow you to have a full remembrance of your cosmic connection. The very first space is going to be the Earth Star underneath your feet, 1/2 meter. And it opens down towards the center of the planet. So inhale to the womb chakra, contain it, and push it forward with your exhalation into the Earth Star. Exhale. Wonderful. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Magnetize. Exhale, push that force into the Earth Star. One more time. Inhale. Magnetize. And push it through. And just see the connection between your womb chakra and Earth Star chakra. See a clear connection between the two. At the level of your womb chakra, cosmic force is being literally sucked into your body hologram. It's a very, very powerful technique of energization, but on a more subtler plane than just pranic energy. And we are praying that with each stage, we are removing karmic imprinting, karmic blocks, because we are ready to surrender into our God remembrance called Ishvara Pranidhan. Remembering God, which is synonymous with truth, love, power, wisdom. Inhale into the womb chakra, magnetize. The second stage of out breath is into your root chakra, which is also pointing downwards into the planet. Exhale. At the tailbone or perineum level, inhale again. Magnetize, pull it in, and push it forward. This is purifying these spaces of low vibration that are really giving you these sensations of fear, attachments, anxiety, and so on. Inhale, magnetize, and push it forward into the perineum and out. Right away, you can feel like a release, turning heaviness into lightness. Inhale. And exhale through. One more time. Inhale. Exhale through. And just visualize a beautiful connection between your root chakra and your womb chakra. There's a constant connection. It never falters, it never stops between the cosmic source and your body hologram. Your body hologram starts pulsating, 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 pulsating at the frequency of the cosmic womb, Hiranyagarbha. That space is the perfect merging of Shiva, Shiv Shakti, Shiva and Shakti energy merging. That's how everything is created. You're harmonizing with the cosmic womb pulsation. It has a wonderful sound. It's very powerful. Inhale into your womb chakra, back body. And push it through your second chakra forward. Make sure you're breathing deep. Inhale. Removing all of the intense emotions and fluctuations. Exhale. Inhale. Push it forward. And just feel that you're emptying, literally emptying yourself in this very refined energetic makeover. All of the chakras are tuned to the beat, heartbeat of the Hiranyagarbha, cosmic womb. Inhale again. Exhale. And just feel this connection now to the cosmic womb, your womb chakra and your sacral center being connected. Emptied. There's more flow. We're moving towards emptying the content so that you don't entertain yourself with the content. You don't start identifying with the content. I'm emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm happy. I'm sad. There's always going to be that. Always. But there is a deeper truth. Find out. There's a deeper layer to you. On a surface level, you're entertaining the fluctuations. You cannot move any deeper in your practice if you just serve those up and down, up and down. There's a deeper truth to you. Inhale into the womb chakra. Magnetize. And push it through the solar plexus underneath your belly button. Inhale again. And feel as you're pushing through the exhalation, a light beam coming through the cosmic darkness. That's the true connection to the lightless light. Inhale again. And push through. Inhale. And push through into the solar plexus. Just remember this eternal connection of your solar plexus being fed through the womb chakra by the cosmic womb. This exercise is also ridding you from a deep, deep belief that you've been expelled from the wholeness, from the oneness with God, so that we live as fugitives, believing we are separate, running, fearing, grasping. We cancel, delete, and neutralize this program. You feel a deeper and deeper stillness through this exercise. And the stillness is teaching you to recuperate your nervous system. There's no impulses, there's no tugging, pushing. And now we're going to connect the heart. Inhale into the womb chakra. And push it through the center of the heart. As a light beam. One more time, inhale. Remove your contraction, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. And just feel the connection of the womb chakra with the heart. This is a very essential connection. The cosmic heart and our heart center harmonizing with the rhythm, the cosmic rhythm, harmonizing with the eternal sound that created everything. This is how you start healing yourself, harmonizing with the essential heartbeat of the cosmos. It's not ever outside of you. You see how it functions. You're sucking the essence of the cosmic womb into your system through the chakras. And then the chakras start creating different realities that you call your experiences. And then, of course, the storehouse of your chakras is the womb chakra. So that also influences the types of experiences that you have. But you are zero pointing. You're going back to the cosmic womb. And you're removing the density and the constant destabilizing movements of your samskaras and vasanas, fluctuation of mind, emotion, sensation, feeling. Inhale into the womb chakra. Magnetize and push it through the center of the throat from behind forward. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the connection between the cosmic womb and your throat, womb chakra and your throat. This is called zero pointing all of your timelines. You're going to that point before all experience and purifying the system so that the jumbled, mumbled energy like a spaghetti starts to purify and straighten out. So we have a direct communication. You can actually visualize that from the center of the womb chakra, we shoot out a laser beam into the throat, into the heart, into the solar plexus, into the sacral, into the root, and into the earth star. These beams never actually disappear until you actually preserve your human body. You will have that connection. And now we're going to inhale into the womb chakra and push it through the center of our head from the back forward. One more time. As you're pushing it out, you're pushing out all information. Exhale. Inhale. Emptying the third eye. Last inhale. And exhale. Just visualize this beam of light. It's a pure connection, pure communication. Inhale into the womb chakra. Magnetize. And breathe through the crown upwards. Removing the dome of your skull, the golden egg dome. Inhale. Pierce it through. Center of your head, skull upwards. Inhale. And just feel the connection. Strengthening your nervous system, central nervous system. So that you can harmonize with your input and output. Inhale into the womb chakra. And you exhale through 12 finger widths above your head, your soul star upwards. Forge that communication channel with your higher self. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. See that light beam connecting you to the womb chakra, connecting it to the soul chakra, soul star chakra. And just feel that the central channel is moving at a very high speed. Your spine upward, your spine downward. There is this pillar of light. It's moving very fast. Now we fully activated the central channel. And we become this vortex. The spine, the channel becomes a vortex. And it's spinning so fast that it starts pulling you upward. It's a vehicle, like a vajra. It's a vehicle through which you move upwards like a ladder. Through the divine sound and light current. And it moves you even higher than the womb chakra level. It moves you out of this universe beyond the I am presence. You're bursting, literally bursting through different layers of manifestation. And here the questions, the mind, it makes absolutely no sense anymore. This is how you move beyond the great void, beyond the Hiranyagarbha. You use your hologram to magnetize, to purify, and then you go beyond the great void. Because you will see that the great void is also powered by the lightless light. So this is what's called ekagra, one-pointedness, where you are aware of the stream of divine light and sound current. And it is more real than your body, your emotions, feelings, thoughts, all the relative realities. And because you're aware of it, you're connected, you're fully open to all that is running through your system on a relative level. Because you know that it is not the truth. Your thoughts are not the truth. Your personality is not the truth. Your emotions, they do point, but they misguide. Because when the emotions are purified, bliss takes over. So the fluctuation of emotional states is just your sign of imbalance. this place, you can also use the mantra Ram Ram Sat Nam. Ram Ram Sat Nam. You can remain in this space and apply the mantra in order to stabilize in the divine light and sound current. And stay here.